Welcome to Monday Night Heroes, where you will learn about New Jersey murder hotels, among other things. But before all of that,
New Jersey.
yeah, New Jersey murder hotels. But before all that, we're playing old school essentials as the bones to actually play through old module T1-4 or 1 through 4, the Temple of Elemental Evil. Maybe. Let's see how Hommlet works out. So last time, and let's just make sure that we're actually broadcasting this time, because last time we had technical difficulties, and we'll let you guys give a recap. I think Rodney has a prepared speech.
Actually, I released that yesterday at 6 p.m.
Okay.
So that's available here on YouTube and on mnh.podbean.com.
There you go. So last time there was a bit of a kerfuffle. The adventurers went to the Cavern of Echoes to look for a lost adventuring party, and ran into some goats, and got back. And two of them got bagpiped to death.
I am so sorry, everyone.
So, we'll pick it up at that point.
I am so sorry, everyone. Good. Drinks are on you when we get back to Hommlet.
Where Squitter is looking over the crushed remains of the halfling thief and the necromancer.
No, not the face.
And he's kind of like Batman holding Jason Todd.
Who's going to open the treasure chest?
So we'll just pick it up at that point where you are in the cave. Well, I'm assuming you are now no longer in the actual Cave of Echoes part.
Yeah, we gathered up our dead and got the hell out of there.
All right. So you are in the field of purplish undergrowth by that statue.
Well,
about a half a day's journey out from Hommlet.
Is it getting dark?
It is getting dark.
Well, I guess we should camp here.
Does that seem safe? I mean, admittedly, as I think we've all just demonstrated, we're a bit new at this. And I'm just saying, and I don't know what I'm saying.
I'm going to go secure the bodies onto the horse and the donkey and the mule that we have, the stinky mule.
I'm kind of surprised that he's not come back to life yet.
I don't think the mule was stinky. It was the
saddlebags. All right, the non-stinky mule. Just make sure that they're there and covered up.
I poke the necromancer just to see if he's coming back. Does it seem like he's staying dead?
It's definitely a physician cure thyself kind of situation. Heal thyself.
It seems like it could be a liability, but okay.
Well,
he's the barber with a shitty haircut.
I guess we're camping in the rough this evening.
Indeed. I shall take first watch.
You're taking a last watch.
Okay.
So I'm assuming we're having the infravision people on dark watches during the dark of night, and then the human. Yeah.
Oh, that is a good idea.
Oh, sorry. All right.
I'll take the second to last one. The one that would allow me to be the one that wakes up Squitter.
That's perfectly fair.
Oh, that's absolutely fair.
All right.
Let's see. Do we want Sargol on first watch or second? Which one you want?
I'll take first watch. I like to sleep in succession.
Okay.
Is that because you're eldest boy?
Yes.
Little Succession joke for those that watch.
I was like, wait a minute. Is that?
I thought you were making an orc joke. Oh, yeah. So, speaking of which, why don't we all introduce ourselves in no particular order that just happens to be your dexterity? I just got to find out what the hell I did with your character sheets. I'm very organized. All right. So, if memory serves me correct, here they are. You're gone. Sorry. Gone. Nick, who are you playing?
I'm playing Sargog, the half-orc barbarian. Greatest warrior that ever lived. I killed a gnoll, I ripped its head off, and I threw it at the face of another gnoll and killed it.
Gary. Next is Rodney.
Oh, I am playing Silric, the veteran medium, who is an elf.
Okay. Veteran medium.
That's the title for first level elf.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting.
And now you know.
Speaking of Brian, who are we today?
I am Squitter Cutbait, beginning bard and raconteur, and master of a bagpipe, and practicing on a cowbell.
I didn't give you the cowbell.
Oh, eventually I'll
And
practice on the cowbell.
and then there's Matt.
I'm Dagmark Ironrune, a dwarven acolyte of the god Moradin, the Soul Forger. A young dwarf out on the road.
Boom, 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 boom.
Y'all
Okay,
better
so
not fight over trinkets or I'll
all
cut
of
some
you
big
guys. Oh, and you're also there with Zert,
Zert.
who is a human fighter.
I thought he was dead.
Nope, he
No.
lived.
Huh.
Yeah.
He's not
Tenacity of
happy.
He's got the tenacity of the cockroach.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't offer to stand watch. He camps kind of away from you.
I don't trust that guy.
He might be a werewolf.
No
idea.
But all of you who survived, between the 5 of you, because we're including Zert in this, you can split 20 experience points because you defeated a couple of goats.
God.
And there are 5 of us.
Why?
Yep.
Nice. That's
So
like
you
an
each get
even 100.
4. You each get 4.
I relinquish my 4 here, and
You can't
And-
relinquish your 4. It's experience points. It's not like a. Yeah, that's their experience points.
I'll
You
take
just
his
get
form.
Okay.
He doesn't want it. I'll take it.
You just get them.
Nope.
All we have
It's
to do
one
is
now.
kill 750 more goats and we're all level.
So
Let's find a
I
goat
feel
farm.
like it may not feel like it, but I assure you, we're making progress.
My buddy Brian, who is too busy to play with us, told me that he has a friend who used to, or he had a friend who used to run an experience farm in their old D&D game, where they would like have like low level orcs and gnolls and kobolds. He would get characters to pay him gold to go on the farm and just start killing to get the experience points.
Oh wow,
That's pretty funny.
it's kind of dark though, really.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
It's like what do you that Megadeth song? Yeah.
Yeah, you know that Megadeth song. That
Yeah, the one that where he's
the song.
the one where he's ragging on Metallica for hunting at farms.
Yeah, we all know the song.
Countdown to Extinction.
Yeah,
That's the song.
yeah. That's
Anyway,
the song.
all right. Off track. All right, so you guys are sitting there in your camp. You have a fire going. What's your camp like?
I guess just a small fire and all of us leaning on our backpacks and stuff.
Yeah. Trying to
All
find
right.
a comfortable way to fall asleep.
Okay, so the first watch, which is Sargulg's watch.
I didn't
Nothing
say I
happened.
wanted to take this walk. No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
Nothing happens.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's why you always take first watch, boy.
Oh man. Ah.
All right, I got second.
So about, we'll say maybe an hour and a half into your watch, Silric, you hear, you think you hear, I won't say you hear, you think you hear some shuffling in the undergrowth just outside of the fire's reach.
And all the party members are accounted for?
Yep, even Zert. So you hear it and you wait just to make sure. Then you hear it again. You're an elf.
Hmm.
You grew up you're a wood elf, right? So you grew up in the forest.
Yeah, I grew up in the woods.
Right. So it does not sound like a quote unquote natural sound. Like you have you don't have like ranger level woodcraft, but you have enough to know oh, that's a beaver. Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Typical creatures of the night sort of thing.
Right. I don't know why beaver came up, but
Well,
there you go.
Can't by a stream where there's fresh water.
All right. So, what are you going to be doing about this? Because you pause and then it happens again, but it's kind of moving along, like almost circling the camp.
I am going to slowly knock an arrow into my bow.
Okay.
And wait for it to make the first move. Meanwhile, preparing myself to give the cry of alarm to wake up my companions.
Right. But it continues with more of the same, and it's not very regular. Like it'll stop for 15 minutes and then start up again and kind of move. But it's unfortunately it's outside of the range of your campfire's light. So even with your elf vision, you really can't see what it is. It's just, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
The firelight has kind of blinded your... Would it though? No, I don't think it would. I think you could see every once in a while, maybe if it goes through a cold spot, a heat signature of some humanoid-ish.
I know you're out there. Come sit by the fire.
It takes a little coaxing, but then, well, Wesley, how would you describe yourself?
Let's see. Appearance would be imagine Steve Buscemi if he hadn't eaten in a few weeks, and and dressed in like a nice sort of dark cloak, to not be seen easily. Got a short bow in the back. Got a short sword on sheathed on the hilt as he comes forward.
So this guy comes forward. He's wearing a backwards baseball cap.
Hello, fellow adventurer.
Exactly.
I want my coffee cup filled 6 times.
Then he says something about how he never tips.
I strongly recommend tipping. You have to throw a coin to your bard.
All right. So, yes, this scrawny-looking human comes in, steps into the firelight.
Oh, I don't know. Yes, elf.
Yes.
That was me. Well, I am Steerpike.
I see.
Like
He looks like a Machiavellian schemer.
So they say. So they say.
I am aghast.
Well, have a seat by the fire.
Thank you.
Warm yourself. Are there any more of you?
Alas, no. I am all there is. I'm just me.
Have you eaten?
Not in a while.
You're gonna offer him food? That's the most Filipino. No, whatever.
Don't you know that in this world the elves are Filipino?
Yeah.
No.
Alpha Pino is a
I
totally
mean,
valid.
I guess if you want to consider, I'm not going to try a Filipino accent at all.
I wouldn't either. I butcher it.
And you are. So, yeah, I will share a ration with him.
Thank you. It's been a while. It's been cold out here.
Is it cold?
Not particularly.
No.
Well, when you don't
Maybe
have
for him it is.
Yes. Yes, it
He's
is.
only human.
Yes. Well, we will be headed back to Hommlet in the morning. You're welcome to accompany us part of the way. If you can get past that one, I'll point over at Sargol, who I imagine is just snoring.
Probably.
It would be easy enough. But I'm glad to come along.
And Silric will wait out the rest of the watch in silence. Because
all right. Well, nothing else happens. in terms of encounters during the night. The rest of the watches go about pretty routinely.
We can proceed.
So after the last watch, which would be Squitter's watch, unless Dagmark wanted to have a conversation with Squitter when he was waking him up.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
by the, when Dagmark wakes up, right? There's this other guy here, and it's just like, that's Steel Pike. Good night.
That's
So
funny.
what? He just comes out of nowhere? Wow.
You're not awake yet.
Oh, okay. In my dreams, I think there's going to be a stranger in our midst.
Yeah, so Dagmark, your watch goes by uninterrupted unless you have words with Steer Pike.
Ear pipe.
And now, is he asleep or something?
I
I take
know,
it. I take it Ulrich just goes, "This is Steel Pike." Blah blah blah.
right.
And you said he looks hungry.
I already fed him.
Yeah.
Wes, you said, "Oh, you already fed him."
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just look at him and say, "Do you need anything? Are you okay?
Oh, for now, yes. Thank you.
You should get some sleep. We got some traveling tomorrow."
Yes. It's a long time. Good night.
Okay. I'm gonna take out that cowbell chime thing
Right.
and tap Squitter with it. Hey,
Aw. What? Who
it's time
dares
for your
awake?
watch,
Squitter?
and here's your stupid cowbell.
Oh,
And then I'm gonna go lay down and get some more sleep.
all right. I
Starbold
softly pressed it
starts
with-
sleepwalking, and he goes to Squitter, and he grabs the cowbell and yanks it out of his hands with all of his strength. And then he goes and he cuddles with it, and it just clanks every now and then with each snore.
Do his arms stay attached to him?
Probably not.
Oh.
All right. Well, Squitter, you have your cowbell. You can now charge. Double for studio sessions.
Exactly. Everything needed more cowbell. But I carefully appraised the newcomer amongst us here, trying to figure out how I would describe him in an epic poem, hoping that he will prove
What,
worthy of it.
The bell?
That too. I mean,
Well, it's old. It's dented. It
Mm.
looks like it's made out of tin.
does it seem like an ancient object, or relatively ancient, or relatively new object? Yeah.
It looks old and dented.
Many an adventure it has been through. Who knows what stories it has befallen before?
You killed
Maybe
all
it's
those
like the
people.
golden helmet of Mambrino. It has blood on its hands, I tell you. Blood. The blood makes the grass grow. This is well known.
All right. So
I keep an eye out for any ne'er-do-wells.
okay, your watch also passes by without any incident.
Ooh. But I'll make do.
So in the morning, the sun is up. It is, let's see. It's a little overcast today. You You can see the clouds above the what?
Nothing. I like it.
You can see the clouds above the canopy of trees. But it does take a half a day to get where you're going.
Were we able to recover from a little bit of our injuries during the night, or?
Oh, yes. You can each grab 1d3 hit points. Obviously, if you're not injured, well, I think everyone got injured, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So, setting out, I would like someone to roll a d6. Tell me what you get. Just one of you.
My vote is West.
Okay.
Okay. Hit it.
Let's see. The coin says 5.
Okay. So you start making your way back. It's pretty easy to follow your back trail. Nothing untoward happens on your way back to Hommlet, and by midday, you're back in the village.
I knew that was a good call. Thanks, Wes.
Let's how I know elves prefer funeral pyres, but how do halflings like to be buried?
I was going to take her to the brothers at St. Cuthbert's and get her interred in hopefully holy ground.
Splendid.
Plus, I think we could all use some healing, so maybe we should go see those guys.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine actually. Good night's sleep, right as rain. Fixed a couple bumps on my head.
How many hit points did we get back? I'm sorry.
1d3.
1d.
I had made my save, so only took 2.
Yeah, I could still use some healing. I'm still pretty beat up.
Ah, well, yes, you must see the good priests.
Mm.
How about you, Skargolg?
Well, ask it again.
Are you injured?
I don't think so. I was asleep when the cave-in happened, so
Oh, he was.
Up to a cave-in?
Sargolg the narcoleptic.
I slept right through it. I got a bit of narcolepsy. Sorry.
He was guarding the rope. Fair enough. We don't penalize people for not being there.
What
Hell
about
yeah.
what about you, bagpipes?
Yeah, why not? It's like, it's like discretion is the better part of valor. Healing is the better part of staying alive.
It seems like Squitter partakes of healing magic like other people drink wine.
Oh.
Yeah, I could use some of that.
Yeah. I've never said no to a little more, light flow.
So I guess it's to the Temple of St. Cuthbert we go.
Okay. So midday at the temple, you are once again greeted by Calmer. I renamed these guys. Oh, it's friend Acolyte. How are you?
I'm in kind of rough shape. I could use some blessings of Saint Cuthbert, and so could, and I point over at Squitter, this guy.
Hey,
Oh,
healing over here.
what befell you, you fine adventurers?
I continue pointing at Squitter.
We got a little stone. What can I say?
So, well, that is. Did you were you injured in the advancement of the philosophies of good Saint Cuthbert?
Yeah, we were trying to save another party of adventurers that may have fallen under the predations of an evil hag.
Oh, and were you successful?
Oh, my goodness.
Not yet.
We're here.
Oh,
We
that's-
We're working on it.
We developed a deeper understanding of what kind of troubles they may face, and this is instructive. It's quite informative.
well, he takes out his holy symbol, his little cudgel, and he presses it against your forehead.
Ow!
And so Dagmar, you can grab 5 hit points to heal as like you feel the power of Saint Cuthbert flow into you. And as can you, Squitter.
Yes, I have the power of healing flowing through me.
And then he says, "Yes, we are always ready to heal the deserving, you know." And then he kind of like looks at each of you and he says, "Now we certainly aren't the most wealthy sect, but and so any donations to the cause that you would have would certainly help us out.
I'll
Brave
give him 2
adventurers,
silver. And also, is there space in the churchyard where we can bury a fallen comrade? I'd like her to rest in holy ground.
Did she die as trying to rescue this party of stalwarts as well?
Yeah, she died in the course of our mission.
Then of course we can. Funerals, they aren't cheap, but
I'll give my gold.
Yes, we can definitely. Yes, we'll have the finest ceremony for her. Everyone will come and pay tribute to your friend's memory.
I give him a kind of a side eye and say, "Are all human gods so cash deprived?" Because this is unseemly in dwarven culture.
Yeah, and orcish too.
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah. Except
Well, I mean, these things do
like that.
cost money. The caskets don't grow on trees; they have to be manufactured. And
I gave you 1 gold. That's worth the price of this village, practically.
Dang!
Forecasting written.
I repay them with an hour-long solo concert of my bagpipes.
They will owe him more money.
Are you playing your bagpipes?
I am.
Wait a minute. I'll just have to
Okay, well,
You're
the
a
bagpipes.
I can make a casket, especially out of that tree that I slept under over there. We could do this for free.
Well, you know.
No, we don't have to
All
do
I'm
it.
asking is for a piece of land. I'll go get a shovel and bury her myself.
In that case, pipes going, which do have a magical effect.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, your bagpipes are while the bard plays music and sings, you can fascinate up to 2 hit dive creatures per level of bard.
All right. That happens to be 2. Yeah.
Yes. Well, oh well. He does think it's a catchy tune, and he says that's fine. As long as you continue to do good works in the name of Saint Cuthbert, I don't see any reason why you could bury her on our consecrated ground.
Yay!
Yay. Well, I guess I'm going downhill to get a shovel from the traders. If everybody else wants to do something, that will be my day.
All right.
Brother Calmert. Or Calmer.
Calmer, like my tea.
Would your groundskeeper...
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I changed his name.
Oh.
Oh, no, I did not. Never mind.
Yeah.
I did not. Calmer. Yeah, probably.
Amelia.
Anyway.
Do
Sure,
you
call
have
him
a...
Calmer.
Brother Calmer, do you have a...
Oui.
Do you have a wheelbarrow that I may borrow?
That's an unusual request, but I suppose I could accommodate that.
I thank you.
There.
Oh, I'm gonna. Go ahead.
Kind of gives you a quizzical look, but he has no reason to distrust you. So
it's an elf thing.
Oh yes, I hear that elves have mysterious ways.
And I'm going to throw Osgard's body in the wheelbarrow and take him out into the woods, nearby woods, for a funeral pyre.
Okay, so that's your day?
Yep, that's my day.
All right, so Dagmar is dealing with burying the halfling. Violet. Silric is disposing of the remains with a semi-Viking funeral. What are the rest of you guys doing? Sargul, Squitter.
Oh, I am trying to compose an ode to memorialize our fallen comrades.
Are you using the bagpipes or are you doing it on the...
Of course I'm using the bagpipes. Of course I'm using the bagpipes. It's an essential component of the thing. It shall be legendary in the annals of Bagpipia. But
I've been to Bagpipia. That's a nice place.
Isn't it both? But yes, it's like, so I am going to use this ode to remind others of the dangers of playing bagpipes in the Cave of Echoes. To also remember what adventures await the bold.
All right. Sargul, what are you doing with your...
I'm going to be comforting the cleric.
So you're hanging out with Dagmar?
Yeah.
And Steerpike.
I'm just going to sneak around, just watch all these new companions of mine and see what they're all up to all day.
Well, Dagmark is digging a big hole
He's digging
with
in the hole.
Sargold.
I'm gonna help dig the hole.
Yeah, not that big of a hole. She's pretty small.
That's true. She's a halfling.
I dig
Oh
the
yeah,
hole
we
in
gotta
1
take all
second.
her stuff too. Did we take her gear?
Did you divvy up the spoils? She was great. I loved her. Oh, look. A
Silver
steel
dagger.
She doesn't need to be buried in all that frou-frou. I mean, we can.
Yeah, I mean, we yes. And then Squitter is composing on bagpipes. And Silric has gone off into the woods with a body, a bunch of kindling, some lighter fluid.
Wow.
Stop by for a little kerosene and some marshmallows.
When does Lee turn to Antarctica?
All right, so you all go about your various tasks. We could have that be the remainder of your daylight. Does anybody want to get anything else done in this village before we cut to back of the inn?
No.
As I cover up Violet, I'm gonna say a little prayer to Yandala, the goddess of the halflings, and ask her to gather up her fallen daughter. I'm a cleric, man. I do these things.
I know. When we get back to town square, I want to clasp Dagmark on the shoulder and say, "Do dwarves toast their dead?"
Hell yeah, we do.
Let's do it.
All right, so I am going to Dagmark. You can have 50 experience points for acting like a fucking cleric.
Thanks.
All right.
Woo!
You went out of your way to take care of a fallen comrade. So, and you acted like a cleric. You didn't just burn her in the woods.
I did Greyhawk her body, though. I mean, I felt. I was like, hey, so we got halfling-sized leather armor and a silver dagger. Look at all this stuff.
Greyhawk her body. That's awesome. All right. So later on that evening, you find yourself back at the inn of the left-handed wrench. Taking your meal in the common room, and there's that damn minstrel again.
Ooh, where? Who could they be talking about?
Is he singing about
No.
fishmen again?
No, he's not this time.
Hmm.
This time, you listen to him. You didn't have anything particularly prepared, so I have to randomly grab one. No, not that one. This time he's singing, there's not much left to be said, some well-washed stone hasn't heard before. History is composed of broken walls and bad neighbors. Just ask these chips from, he says Berlin, I don't know where that is. And he goes on talking about cities far away and Ann Arbor, Michigan, and Minnetonka.
It's the one like that.
Something about masturbating by the record machine. It's a Minnetonka thing. And amidst all this revelry, a woman bursts into the bar. She is dressed. She's dressed like in village. I guess what passes for finery in a place like Hommlet. It's not covered in shit.
Oh, she must be a queen.
And she's distraught. You could see tears in her eyes. She's crying. She's going from table to table. And it's not like people are being mean to her. It's just that people are kind of putting her off, I guess. And finally, she gets to your table and she says, "Oh, please, you have to help me. You have to. No one around here will do anything about it."
About what?
I've talked to the druid. I've talked to the St. Cuthbert people. They've all agreed to pray, but they won't do anything about it. Ever since the construction began, just evil things have been happening. Evil things. And now my boy, he's disappeared.
Where did your boy disappear?
Well, he was just playing out in the fields, and he never returned. And I went out there, and there seemed to be a struggle.
Where is this construction? Are you from Hommlet?
Yes. I'm my poor Parun. I'm Orapan. I run the farm, or one of the farms.
Well,
Down when you first get into the village from the south. That's my farm.
well, have a seat, drink this, and tell us the whole story start to finish.
The mercenaries came to town. They started to build a tower. And at first it was great because they were hiring a lot of people around to do the construction. And once they started excavating for the wall, just things started happening.
Things?
People would say they saw stuff at night, and things scampering around in the tall fields, and nobody said anything about it. And I talked to both the clerics at St. Cuthbert's, but they had nothing to say about it.
Dagmark snorts. Those guys.
Those jabronis. And then I talked to, hold on, I just need the number of the, I talked to the druid in the grove, and he did nothing, and I thought the old religion was different.
But now you find yourself in the presence of a cleric of Moradin.
Acolyte.
Go with it, man.
I've improved myself.
I don't know who this Moradin is,
He's groovy.
but
Super groovy.
if Moradin can help me find my boy, then I'll go tell. I'm still looking for the damn druid's name. Sorry. Because it's I even wrote this down to make everything easier. There we go. I'll go tell Napat to go fuck himself. There we are.
There you go.
Napat.
Napat, the druid. Don't you know anything?
I thought that was
This
the
town.
innkeeper.
Yeah. Did I name them both Napat? They're related.
They're related.
They're brothers.
Okay, that's fair.
Big Napat and Little Napat.
They are now. They're brothers now. No, the innkeeper is Nipat.
Oh,
This is Napat.
gotcha.
Oh,
So before we became part of this new duchy, everyone around here practiced the old religion. But ever since that the incident, and she kind of looks off to the northeast 20 years ago, and the St. Cuthbert has gotten their well, I don't want to speak ill of them. They're not that bad. They have a presence here. We'll just put it at that. And some people have started to go there to worship, and a lot of, and she looks at all of you. A lot of foreigners have come into town. A lot of them worship St. Cuthbert. Apparently, St. Cuthbert is the state religion of the duchy, which we are a part of. But some of us still cling to the old religion. I would think Napat would be more appreciative to the people who continue to have faith in the old ways. But all he does is pray.
Does this other old religion constantly demand money? Is that like all human gods? Because I don't understand how they work.
Oh, the old religion isn't a human god. It's nature.
Man.
Oh,
Wild gold, apparently.
oh.
I mean,
Okay.
he says Napat claims that some of our old practices have now been made illegal, and that's why this stuff has been happening.
That's not really common to my people. Although I'll look over at Sorik. These guys, though,
What do you mean? These guys.
elves. You guys are all about that stuff, right? Nature, woods, greenery.
This is different than elvish nature.
I thought there was just
This
the
is
one
different
nature.
than elvish nature.
I thought there was just the one nature. What is going on?
No,
with you
man.
people?
No. This wine is really good.
This is what you get when like every fucking god that ever existed can and does.
I want to go back to the dwarfhold. Things are way less complicated there.
I
Anyway.
worship Corellin, man. I ain't
Help
worried.
me, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh,
My
I've
only
heard of
hope.
him.
But no, the druid does not demand money.
He's just not doing anything.
Well, to be fair to him, a lot of what we, I guess, do is, well, let's put it this way. There's no longer an Orthodox church of the Druids. Everyone's Reformed.
Well, Far be it from us to get into the petty socio-religious squabbles of the humans. More importantly,
Seriously.
how long ago did your boy disappear?
It was last night.
He disappeared at night.
Yes. And all I've gotten from Napat and those clerics is prayers.
Well,
maybe some thoughts.
Silric will stand up and say, well, elves are not about thoughts. God.
Same to be said of bards.
Let us away. Come, companions. Let us find this woman's poor child.
Can I finish my beer first?
Get it to go.
I don't think they do that here.
Yeah.
Ab!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can we get a couple of to-go tankards, please?
What do you think this is? Halloween in Madison?
No. It's a Tuesday in Hommlet.
I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a tankard today. Oh, wait.
Cash and carry.
Oh, okay. Ales to go. Okay, I guess. Now, here's the thing. How long have we been drinking? No, I won't be that. I won't be that guy.
I'm not
Been long
entirely.
enough to
Are we just going to the keep area? Oh, Brian, go ahead.
So what are you trying to do?
Brian, what were you saying?
Oh, yes. Well, I'm trying to get just enough that the verses and the words flow, but not enough that I'm going to fall off the horses.
Oh. Dagmark?
You have to go that way.
Where exactly are we going again? Where did this kid disappear?
I thought
I'm sorry, I kind of came in a
you had-
little late. I was at the bar.
Ah,
A farm to the northeast.
oh.
Southwest.
Oh, southwest. Excuse me.
Yeah.
It seemed like everything's to the southwest of this town.
A great evil stirs to the southwest.
Well, her farm is at the southwest, but she had said that it's all due to the new construction.
I thought she said Great Weevil. Evil? Oh.
Elemental
Well,
weevils.
Well, I mean,
Weevil.
to farmers, weevils are evil.
They are indeed.
Absolutely. Or maybe a little bit of a bagpipe will drive them away. Yeah.
So are you going to go to her farm?
Well, I
We
mean,
will
maybe
see
there's
what
a
she
clue
does.
to the disappearance there.
You don't think we should return to the Cave of Echoes?
Maybe later.
Yeah.
Right
Just
now,
silly.
life hangs in the balance. Now, do you think they took your son to the northeast when they kidnapped him from your fields?
The Northeast? No, that was where the incident happened 20 years ago.
Oh.
Incident.
Incident? This seems like an important detail.
Oh, the incident. Well, that's when the town militia and the Duke teamed up to drive this temple. There was some sort of evil growing out of this temple to the northeast, near Nulb, and they drove the evil from the temple. It's really when all this crap began with, the St. Cuthbert and the but that's neither here nor there. The new construction, it's pretty obvious. It is to the east. If you follow the main road down, you can't miss it. It's where the mercenaries are.
What kind of mercenaries?
Kind that charge money for fighting.
Well, I mean, are they good mercenaries or are they mercenary mercenaries?
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Well, their leaders were part of that. They came in shortly after the incident at this temple, because after that there was a lot of wicked things inhabited the area. So for a while, this place was a haven for adventurers who would come in and flush out a nest of gnolls or bugbears or whatever. But that has kind of died down a little bit. But now, these guys had stayed on. It's Burn and Rufus.
Burn and Rufus?
Burn and Rufus. They stayed on and they made a name for themselves, and now they sit on the town council. But they run a mercenary band outside of the temple.
And this is where the new construction takes place.
Well, they've been building this tower fortress forever. And they say that it'll benefit everyone, and they have put a bunch of people to work.
But you fear that it has woken something.
Yes, exactly.
I see. Well, fellows?
Well, I certainly know how to put things to sleep.
This is true.
I can climb that tower if you need me to climb a tower.
Oh. You're a burglar.
What?
Apprentice.
Sandwich?
I'm an apprentice.
Mm-hmm.
Close enough.
Where'd Zert go?
I don't think Zert wants to hang out with us
gone
anymore.
back to his room. He is no longer hanging with you.
Bah.
Rude.
You
One
almost did get him
mistake.
killed.
Well, what do you say, Dagmark?
Off we go, I guess. What is it, like
All right.
early evening now?
Yeah. So if you turn to your maps, your home map, if you follow the main road to the east, in the bottom of the eastern part of the map, there's a fortress being built. And that is where you are going.
Across from the stonemason?
Yes. Yep.
How convenient.
Go north.
That's east.
Right east. Yes. Direction.
So you get to this new construction, and the laborers are just finishing up for the night. There's not a fence or anything. marking off the area of construction. But there are a bunch of like stacks of stone and piles of rubble, and there's one guy looks like he's ordering the rest of the laborers around, and there are a couple of bored-looking guys in leather armor with spears.
Hmm.
Well, where do you suggest we begin?
She thanks you profusely, by the way, for looking into this for her, and promises you that you shall, that if you can find her precious boy.
As long as he's not possessed by some archfiend or something. If that really happens anymore, though, you'll be fine, ma'am. You'll be fine.
So so when you arrive, they're knocking off. You hear a couple of them talking about how like there's this great minstrel playing at the left wrench.
Oh, minstrels. What a way to a bagpiper.
He's really captured the local flavor with his poetry.
Oh no.
The local
But
flavor.
they still want to know where Minnetonka, this mysterious Minnetonka, is.
Fabled Minnetonka. Yeah. It's like it's a prince of a city.
So this fortress, I'm looking at the map here. It looks like it's situated up on a hill
Yes.
Oh.
or a pair of hills. Looks like.
Yes. Yes, it looks like a domino mask.
Yeah. So, promontory point.
Look at those peaks.
All right, and is this where the new construction's happening, or is it?
Yeah, so it looks like you could see that a tower is on one of the hills that actually looks pretty complete. And right now they appear to be constructing a wall around both of these hills. There's a trailer with blueprints.
Oh, nice.
Well, I mean it's not really a
Very
trailer.
nicely
It's
detailed.
a wood hut with a grass roof, but it's got like the equivalent of blueprints and everything in it. And it looks like they've recently broken ground in the side of the hill.
Okay.
And that's where the guards are.
And that's where we probably don't want to be.
Or it's exactly where we want to be.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever they are digging, maybe there's something under these hills.
Crafty. We should probably investigate then at this opportunity. But
Yeah.
one of it. Yeah, look at that. Okay.
You said they're packing up for the day?
Yeah.
What does my eye tell me about these guards?
Oh, they're bored.
Bored.
They are bored. You could tell that they're just like, here we go again. Another day of guarding this fucking place. No one's gonna steal a pile of fucking cobblestones.
Oh, be not sure of that, you guard.
But that's your attitude. It's like they're bored. They feel like they're just doing busy work.
Well, maybe a bard could distract them while the rest of the team makes their way deeper into the facility or into the grounds.
You do notice what they are guarding looks to be like it almost looks like it could be a doorway.
Those are always safe.
But not something constructed to resemble like part of the hill, but you can tell that it's got like ruins on it. Cool stuff like that.
All right. Well, I suppose it's a terrible cliche or stereotype, Ben, but are we talking imposing, intimidating runes or just friendly, informational runes?
So you're not second level, so you really don't know.
Right.
I will say that they do look like nothing you've ever seen before. Like old runes. And you don't know if that's because they're like ancient runes or if it's just like a culture that was indigenous to the area and you're not.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay.
Right. Well, I mean, can I intuit whether or not this is a danger rune or a rune of fortune? I suppose.
It's
Well,
all right. So you definitely could tell they're not like warding runes.
okay.
If
All
that's
right.
what you're getting at, they're not like protection runes.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's this for a plan?
Mm-hmm.
How's this for a plan? Squitter, go up and distract the guards, lure them back over here. Meanwhile, shit. Sorry, Wes.
No, I don't think that's a good idea.
Hold on. Well, sorry, Wes.
It's Steer Pike.
Steer Pike. Sneak along behind him and check to see if the door is locked and try to open it. And then once you lure the guards over here, I'll cast sleep and put them to sleep, and we can just hide them in the bushes.
Cool.
What do you think, Dagmark?
It sounds solid to me.
What do you think, Sargolg? Is that a good plan?
I like it. I really like it.
Yeah.
If they wake up, I'll bash them in the head.
Mm-hmm. All right. I am going to try to.
Yeah.
Just
All
knock
right.
them out. Don't kill them.
Yeah, the whole.
I thought you guys were casting sleep.
Yeah.
I know. I was talking to Sarglog.
Yeah, we don't.
If they wake up again, just knock them out again. You don't have to murder them.
Oh no, I wasn't going to murder. I said I'll knock them out again. I'll put them back to sleep.
Just wanted to be clear.
Yeah, killing's the last resort for me. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. And after all, we all like to go to resorts, but let's save the last resort for the last.
Okay. So,
all right.
So Squitter gets out the bagpipes and starts playing a lilt. These guys get a saving throw. It's not a very good one, but they do get a saving throw.
All right.
All right. Just need the monster saving throw table. This is the wrong book. There are like 14 books that I'm dealing with here.
That's the system. It's a feature, not a bug.
That's true. I'm not complaining. There we go. All right. So they get a saving throw against magic, against spells. Nope. No. So they both like kind of go slack-jawed as they start to hear this. and they wander over toward you as your music draws them into you.
That's right. That's like, and as the bagpipes say, walk this way, talk this way.
All right, so they come to they come out kind of half dragging themselves out, drooling a little bit. Well, that's a right nice tune.
Indeed. Thunder struck before me.
And then from out behind a rock pops Zerlik.
Sleep.
Okay. And that automatically works, right?
Yep.
For how many hit die of creatures?
In this case, 2d8 worth of creatures of 4 hit dice or lower each.
Oh yeah, they're like they're out.
Yeah. 4d4
They
turns.
were
Hey,
okay. Turns, right?
Turns. Yes.
Okay. You can roll that if you want.
Okay. I'll give that a shot. Let's see. Where's my d4?
I suppose technically I should be rolling.
If you have a d4 handy, would you please? Because I don't have it.
I do have a couple handy.
Okay.
All right.
magic caltrops.
So 11 turns, which is almost 2 hours,
Plenty of time.
right? 10 minutes. 10 minutes per turn, right? So 6 turns is an hour. Yeah, almost 2 hours. Yeah, they're out.
Okay.
Would it help if we kick them a little bit while we're down to spend the time?
No.
That will wake them up.
Oh, okay. Well, then we'll pass on that.
So you guys, you each take a head, arms, and legs, and put them gently in the construction hut.
And move their spears.
Okay, like
And yeah, take them away from them, like spears, daggers.
separate them from their weapons, right?
Right. And their
Is
pants.
there any rope in the construction hut?
Drag them for gold.
Yeah, there's definitely rope in the construction.
Yeah, let's tie him up.
Okay.
Gently. I don't want to wake him up.
Yeah,
All right.
we should
So while you
we can
guys are
gag
taking
them
care of the guards,
I also wish to protest that you didn't let me finish my song for them.
you're still playing.
I just like to say, can you check them for gold while you're busy tying them up?
Oh, yeah.
Spear Pike.
I'm glad.
What are you doing while these guys are prepping for you?
Let's see. I'm just going to try and sit back and like underneath the tree cover and try not to be seen. I'm just going to try and
I mean, there's
check.
no one else around, but you can make a high check.
Yeah, I think you have to do that actually. Yeah, you have to do that.
Probably actually want move silently.
Yeah.
Is what
There
you
you go.
want because
There you
you're
go.
trying to.
Yeah.
So you didn't write down what your
let's see. Level
what
1
your
move
values
silently is
are.
20. Yeah, move silently is 20. Hide
Oh
shadow.
wait, okay. I'm sorry. No, you did. You didn't put it down because it's an ability. All right. So your move silently is 20%, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Stigard starts to stalk across the construction area towards the door, and Dagmark and Sargle, you look up and you say to yourself, "I'm so glad these bagpipes are being played," because He crunches on some broken paving stone, and yeah. But you do make your way over to.
I can only imagine him like Mr. Beating his way over, steps on a rake.
Bonk. All right, so you do make your way over to this door that is locked.
Okay. Well, in that case, let's see if I unlock it.
Okay.
Nope. Definitely not. Yeah, I completely failed, so I can't try and unlock it again.
All right, so it's a little bit too much for your new friend to unlock this door.
Why do they have keys?
Well, gentlemen, the old-fashioned way.
Well,
The old-fashioned way.
Sargolg.
yeah, I was going to say,
If
Sargol,
you wouldn't be so kind.
could you pick this lock with your shoulder?
Oh, give it the old lock pick trick and a
All
one
right.
and a two and a three.
All right, so Sargold, you're going to want to roll under your strength.
On a D20?
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
It's not an open stuck door roll.
I got a 10% failure rate. Let's see. Or a chance to fail. Let's see. I
What the
got a
fuck, Nick?
3. I made that.
Say what? Okay.
I got a 3. I made it.
This door
My
isn't
strength.
stuck.
Oh,
This door isn't stuck, Wes. This door is like, it's locked.
okay. I thought open stuck door was the lock and yeah, there's a door with
Right
that.
through.
All
There,
right.
the door's open.
All right. So the passageway behind this door is basically a stairway going down. It is 20 feet across, and you could see it go down into the gloom for 30 feet, and then you could kind of see, like at the bottom of the stairs, it goes into some sort of room.
Is the hallway lit? I'm sorry.
No, it's dark.
It's dark. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go first.
Yeah. So what's the marching order here? So it's 10. I said 20. I meant, yeah, it's 20 feet across. So you can have a couple of people go down at the same time if you wanted to. No, it's 10 feet. Sorry, it's 10 feet. 20 feet's ridiculous. Who drew this fucking map?
I was gonna say that's pretty fucking big.
It's 10 feet.
Unless you want to go first, Dagmark, and
Me? Oh, yeah, I can see in the dark.
well, so can I. But
Oh, for the construction dwarf thing?
yeah, you should go first into this. I'll go second. Put the squishies in the middle, and then have Sargo covering our ass.
All right. Mark lets out a giant belch and says, "Sorry, human porter is really hoppy," and then
It doesn't like that.
head down into the
Doesn't like
darkness.
Hommlet microbrew.
Have you tried Hommlet IPA?
No, I'm not an IPA guy.
No self-respecting dwarf would be.
No, dwarves are porters and stouts, baby.
It's those gnomes who drink the IPA.
Yeah. And have the goofy mustaches.
All right, so
And trimmed beards.
are we agreed on that marching order?
All right, so I'm sorry. So
Indeed.
I wasn't paying attention to what your marching order was. That's my own fault.
Dagmark, Silric,
Okay. Right.
Squiddert, or I'll get this eventually. Steerpike,
Yeah, steer pike.
and then Sargolg covering our rear.
It's almost the same marching order you went in before. All right. So the stairway leads down into a stone cavern with stalactites, but no stalagmites. You could see it's 40 feet in width, and it goes 30 feet. Or I'm sorry, God, I keep on doing that. 20 feet in width and 15 feet length. And it's a square room. You could see on the other side, there is a small hallway, passageway, also 10 feet across, right in the middle. You can see what light source do you have? Just the infravision?
For right now, I think we have Osgard's lantern. So once we're sure this room is safe, then we'll light the lantern.
Okay. The door is pretty much off its hinges right now. All right. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. All right. So Dagmar, Silric, and Squiddard make it into the room, but as a couple things happen at once. The first thing that happens is as you walk into this room, you notice that the tops of these stalagmites, stalactites are on top, yes, are lost in a network of webbing. And as Steerpike walks in, you hear a slight hissing sound as something slithers down or in the dark. Please, one of you roll a d6. So, Sarga, you're not in the room yet.
Okay.
All right.
Who's rolling the D6, guys?
Yeah, I don't care.
Me,
Who rolls.
I'm not in the room though.
Sure, why not?
It doesn't matter. You can still roll.
1.
Okay. I rolled a 4.
All right.
So what's your armor class? You're good.
My armor class is 5.
All right. And what is this guy's thing? Oh, or it's probably a girl. Well, you do see like a abnormally large black spider descending upon you.
Oh boy.
And it lands on you and tries to bite you, but it's unable to connect with you. You see it just in time and thrust your hand out as you could feel it's spider teeth trying to clamp on your throat. Okay, well, we'll just go in Dex order. Steerpike, it is on you.
All right.
What are you doing?
The short sword will go into it.
Okay. So, yes, you grab out your short sword and try and fend it off of you. So its armor class is 6.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Not with that roll. That's a 2.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. So you are
Disengage
unable.
around it.
Yeah, you're unable to fend it off. It's just too close to you. It's like right on top of you. You can feel like the poison dripping from its fangs as it burns like little pock marks in your leather. Sargolg, you actually can see most of this happening. Spiders are cold-blooded, so it's not a blip, but it's you see Steerpike struggling with something on him. You all see this, and now you can smell spider venom in the air, and it's got like a distinct odor. You can definitely put 2 and 2 together. So it's your turn, Sargolg.
It's just one, right?
So far.
I don't
So
like how that
far.
sounds. I don't like how that sounds at all. I'm
That's the whole point.
gonna try to slice its head off with my broadsword.
Okay, so its armor class is 6.
What's my modifier with this thing?
So you were trying. Raw, you're trying to beat a 13, and then you get a +2 with your strength.
I don't make that. I rolled a 4.
Okay. Sargog also is unable. He rushes into the room with his broadsword, takes a swipe at it, but to no avail. Silric.
How far away am I from it?
You are further in the room. This is all happening in like the entranceway.
Mm-hmm.
So you are, you're further in the room, maybe like 10 feet in.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a shot with my bow.
Okay. Now remember, shooting into melee, if you miss, there's a chance that you're hitting someone else.
Ugh. Back a few omelets. Or Hommlets.
Acceptable risk.
Okay. All right, so you're trying to hit armor class 6.
Armor class 6. All right. Would this be considered short range or medium range?
Oh, it's definitely short range.
Okay, so that's a total +3. Okay. That is 17.
That hits.
D6 damage. 3.
Okay. All right. You take a chunk out of it, and it hisses loudly, and kind of scuttles around, like it was like at his throat, at Steerpike's throat, and it kind of scuttles around on top of him. Next is Squitter Cutbait.
Well, this is one of those things where I would love to say that the pen is mightier than the sword, but we'll save that for a last resort. We will attempt to stab with the short sword, and like armor class 6, I need a 13 here, and I have an 18.
Okay, that hits.
I hope so. Die, spider, die is German for a spider, bah.
That's true. Except I don't think spider is German for spider.
Boy, there is that complication. Anyway, as far as attempted arachnocide goes, what do I need to roll?
Short
A
sword,
D6.
D6.
Okay, 4.
4.
4.
Okay. Yeah, it's starting to look a little ragged, Dagmark.
Hammer time!
I unlimber my
Can't-
shield and my warhammer and
Can't touch this.
go
Ah.
crush a bug. Go try to crush a bug.
Okay, so you are trying to hit armor class 6.
Be the hero in the half shell.
Not hardly. Not the way I roll. Armor class 6. That is a swing and a miss by 1.
All right. Okay, once again, someone roll a D6 as we reinitiate.
All right. Where's that D6?
Roll high,
Beat
roll
the
high.
spider.
1.
Spider.
No!
What?
That's
All
the
right.
opposite
So,
of high.
okay. So the spider, what's your armor class, Rodney?
5.
Great.
Okay. So the spider leaps off of you, Stairpike. And it misses. It misses the elf, hits the ground, tumbles over, and then rights itself. I rolled a 1. I rolled a 1. So,
Okay.
all right. So top of the order with Stairpike.
All right. Short, medium, or long range for a short bow?
Everything in this room is going to be, well, everything on ground level is going to be short range.
All right. Let's put arrow in the thing. All right. That's going to be. What does. There we go. That is 11, which is it armor class 6?
Yep.
2 off of hitting it. So arrow misses.
Okay. Yeah. So Stairpike drops his sword, grabs his bow, and tries to pluck one off, but it's too much happening at once and doesn't make the shot. Sargulg, it is your turn.
I'm going to try to slash its head off again.
Okay.
I'm rolling for a 13, right?
Yep.
Ooh,
Well,
I
armor
got a
class 6, yeah,
19 total.
Yeah,
19.
roll your damage with your two-handed sword.
And I get a +2 to the damage on the sword, right?
Yep.
That's a 4. That's a 4 total. God damn it.
Ah.
All right. It's still standing. You could see like it's getting ready. It rears up on its hind. It rears its rear up. Right? Does that make sense?
Like
Yeah,
arachnophobia?
like it's getting ready to do something. But it's not its turn. It's Silric's turn. But it's bleeding. There's green ichor dripping from it. You could smell like the poison around it starting to get stronger.
All right. Yeah, I'll draw my short sword and try to give it a whack.
Okay.
All right.
Armor class 6.
Nope, missed it with an 11.
Okay. Squitter.
It is a spider we must slay, so I bring my short sword into play. I slash at it with.
That's why you get the grants for poetry.
And make it go away.
And make it go away with a 19.
That'll do it.
Okay, and the D6 we do roll. And a 6. We make it go.
Die Spine ist tot.
All right.
That is German for the spider is dead.
And,
Die Spine ist tot.
mhm.
I think it is spine. Anyway,
and that's
You
how
have
we do
killed
it in Mother
the-
Squiddervale.
the giant black widow spider. Now, looking around the room, you can see that there's webbing, and then towards where the exit is, you can see like there's the beginning of some sort of fungal growth, like little toadstools that lead out of the room.
Is my arrow recoverable?
I don't see why not.
I'll recover my arrow.
I will recover my arrow as well.
Okay.
How dense are the webs?
They're pretty tight up there. There's if you look at it, it's hard to see in the dark, even with infravision, because you're not looking at anything with heat.
Okay. Well, now that the room is seemingly safe, let's light up that lantern.
Okay, so you light up the lantern, and you see that up in the webbing, it looks like it's just been layered and layered and patched as some webbing gets older. It looks like it's just been there forever. And in you could see shapes in the webbing, like maybe humanoid size shapes of various races up there.
Steer Pike, do you think you can get up there and cut that down?
Oh yeah.
Old mules. It's not just the one. There's like a number of them.
All right. I will climb up there with my climb sheer surfaces. Come on, not lose.
That's like the one thing that starts out really good.
Yes, it is, and I definitely make that.
All right, yeah. So Steerpike like starts to climb up, and it takes a little while because he's not trying to get the webbing on him. But yeah, you can see there's like several darker shapes of things, and it looks like everything in there is old. Like these are like old meals. Like, and you would have to examine it closer, but like some of them have like the rags of clothing and an armor and bags on them.
I will try as best I can to cut them down and have them go to the ground where they can be looked at.
Okay. So it definitely takes you a couple of turns, like 20 minutes to cut everything down. What you can see is that like it's all like just the designs of everything is ancient. Like you haven't seen anything like this in around here in any museums or anything. It's like old. Some of them have the same styles of runes, like on shields and stuff, as were on the door. None of the weaponry is serviceable anymore. But
Boo.
but you are able to salvage 82 pieces of gold from these bodies.
Okay.
They got to sell a long sword. They got to sell the valuable long sword in here.
Uh-huh.
All right. So there is another room on the other end of this room that you're in.
Is that where the toadstools are, or is this?
Yeah, there's toadstools that lead into that room. There are well, I'll wait for you to tell me what you're doing.
Yeah. Well, after we're done looting the bodies,
Let's go have a peek in that other door,
yep,
or move up to it closely and have a listen.
exactly.
Oh, it's on a door. It's like an open archway.
Okay. Well, yeah, creep up to the archway and have a listen.
Yeah. Do I have an ability for that as well?
I think hear noise applies
There
to more than
we
just doors. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
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 Yep. I will do. Yep. Roll the hear noise. It's a 1 and 2. What? Oh,
Sorry.
It's a D6. You're rolling a D6.
yeah. You rolled. You have to roll.
Everything else. Oh, yeah. Everything else is a percentile, but
Yeah, that's what throws me off. It's like that.
yeah. Well, you don't hear anything in that room. Is your light still on?
Yeah. I'm hanging back for a second.
Okay. Yeah, you could see like in the pale end of the light that the room is full of these toadstools. They cover the entire floor. Some of them have been some of them have been broken off, and there's like this really musty fungal odor. Not unpleasant though, more like a morel or smell than a deadly whatever mushroom. I don't know anything about mushrooms. I know what a morel mushroom is. Or
Probably
shiitake.
Delicious
It
is what
smells.
they
It
are.
smells like shiitake mushrooms. All right.
Fair.
If you have an
Smells like
allergy,
shit.
they give you a slight tingle.
Tasty.
But yeah, that's all you can see in this room. So far, these two rooms look fairly like carved out of a cave. This room is more hexagonal than the other room was. Hexagonal. It's a total of 1, 2, 3, 25 feet in width, but the corners are cut off, right? Because it's hexagonal. And then it's 30 feet in length, but again, the corners are cut off. So half of those feet are on either end, if that makes any sense to you, because it's hexagonal. Anyone? Are you going into this room?
The mushroom room?
Yes. The shroom room. Or we just call it the mushroom.
I'll bring the light
It's
forward
important.
to see if we can see deeply in there, and I guess that's how we get that description of the hexagonal room.
Yes.
I play a 1 in Toots.
Yeah, sure. I'll go in first.
Yeah.
All right. So you could see that there's there's a path, I guess, of broken mushrooms going from the hall, that the entranceway that you came through, across the room into another archway. And that smell is very overpowering. As a matter of fact, Dagmark, when you enter the chamber, you realize that like this type of mushroom, or the smell and look of this mushroom, in dwarf lore, has if prepared correctly by people who know what they're doing, has curative effects and is valuable for apothecaries and other spellcasters.
But we are not the people who know what we're doing.
We should harvest these
We should.
and take them with us. They're valuable.
Ooh, gold. Okay.
All right, so you can spend like a turn harvesting mushrooms. You have to get them right though. You can't just pop them off. It takes a little bit of skill, and you show them how to do it. From back when you were a child, before you dedicated your life to, what was it, Moradin?
Moradin, the soul forger, god of the dwarves.
Hammer of justice.
Back before you were corrupted by religion, and
He's
just
old
a wee
school.
dwarf. So you're able to harvest a number of those, which will bring you. It depends on how you sell them, but we're going to call it 480 gold pieces worth of.
Ooh.
Nice.
mushrooms.
Damn. Hell yeah. What level does that get us?
Nothing yet.
Nowhere.
Gotta survive.
That and 250 gets you a small Dunkin' Donuts.
Right. Give me the Duncan.
Okay, so yeah, and there's like another archway that goes into another room.
Do these trampled down mushrooms that form the path, do they seem recent, or are the mushrooms plenty crushed underfoot?
It seems like fairly recent. It's hard to the dwarf tell. Why don't you give me a dwarf roll?
A dwarf roll.
Well, very scientific.
Ooh, dwarf roll.
Skill, dwarf.
I don't know what that means. What am I rolling?
Your 2 in 6 chance, for construction stuff.
Okay.
That's the dwarf roll.
I don't have like dwarfiness on my sheet anywhere.
Well, you have a 2 in 6 chance of detecting new construction and blah 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 blah. And,
Well,
I
as
figured
usual,
that could.
I failed. So
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to tell. Hard to tell.
All right. Yeah, I guess I'll proceed up to the next archway,
All right.
making myself a giant target with this lantern.
Okay. So
why don't you give the lantern to
next
the human?
room-
He's the only one that needs it. Or the humans. Do we have 2 humans now?
Yeah, here,
Give it to the humans.
Squitter,
all right.
make yourself useful and hold this lantern.
All right, but I'm going to be unable to play the bagpipes for a couple of minutes while I'm holding the lantern. I just want you to know that.
I'm so.
no.
Oh, God.
Hold this
Hey,
bag of
no, no.
mushrooms too.
Here, a little too. All right. So
Handle.
How will we ever shoulder this burden?
It's like, it pains me to deprive you all. It pains me, but I hold the light.
all right.
Well,
So
it is. Sweet
this
sound of
next-
toilet.
This next room is 20 by 20, and it is dominated by this featureless stone pillar in the center, whose diameter or radius is A little less than 5 feet. It's like some pi number, but it's like plunk in the middle of the room, circular stone pillar, featureless. You can see on the east, so assuming that north is up, the D&D convention, there is a passageway that goes to the east, and then behind the pillar on the north wall, there is another passageway that goes off to the north. Neither have doors.
So we got east and north.
Yep.
All right. East. I got to vote for east.
I've got to vote for East. Yes, I vote East.
Yes.
West sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
Dagmark.
Sounds good.
Okay. Who's
I
first?
mean, for what it's worth. Yeah. I mean, I guess I would check the. Oh wait, yeah. I would check the door first to see if there's any other signs.
There's no
or
doors.
indicate- Oh, okay. Then in that case, hell of it. Go east for a couple of feet and see what happens.
Okay, so the passageway to the east goes. You don't even need to make the dwarf roll for this. It's on a slope. It's severe enough that if you were to take a round object, it would skitter off down the passageway. And as it goes further in, it gets it narrows, it tapers, and then you can see in the distance. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, about 35 feet out, because you can all see 40 feet normally, right? You can see the passageway turns gently to the north.
Hmm.
I'm curious about the North Passage now.
Okay. I guess we can try it. There's nothing that suggests that north is any more or less dangerous than any other direction right now.
Well,
Tread cautiously.
I don't know. All in favor of backtracking and checking out the North Passage.
I
Dagmark.
Yo.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I'm in the lead. Yeah.
So
Let's go.
All right.
while you
Sorry.
guys are deciding to turn back to the north, you hear from behind you like a double thum.
Is that
A
my
friendly
spider?
kaboom or a
It's like
hostile kaboom.
it is a earth shaking thum.
Sargold,
Could
you
you be
okay?
on us?
Because he was in the rear, right?
Yes. It comes from back beyond where Sergal was. You guys are all crowded into this passageway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it came from the room behind you.
Where the spiders were, right? Or
No,
No,
where
where
the
the pillar
giant
was.
giant
Oh,
pillar
right.
was.
Should we go check it out? I mean,
Yeah, go
did
have a
we just
look.
get trapped down here? That's not a great sound.
Oh, I mean, it's not like we're rushing
Let's check it out.
into-
Yeah, I
All
don't want to
right.
be trapped down there.
Well, you get back in, and it looks as if you picture this pillar, right, as a big circle in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you cut that circle with two planes, right, as an X,
Okay.
That's what happened. 2 walls have dropped from above, with the pillar on one end and the corner of the room on the other. Boom.
Did it cut off our exit?
They do.
God dang it.
Well, I guess
Okay.
down the slope and
You can hear skittering from down the passageway.
Ugh.
And we'll leave it right there because it's 11:30.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, good. That gives us plenty of time to contemplate whether or not that skittering is our problem or their problem.
It's a problem. Anyway, thank you all for playing. And thank you even more for playing nicely. And we'll do this again next week.
All right.
Did we get experience?
Yay.
Say what?
Experience?
You do. So you each get, let me add this. I mean, do people really, I mean, I know you guys care about this, but do on-ear people care?
Yeah, you let me know and I'll just hit the button.
All right, so you get 612 experience points to divide up amongst you.
Cool.
Oh, wow.
All goes to
Okay.
Stargold.
Oh, wait,
glory
no.
to Stargold.
Sorry. I'll give you 10 for the guards. 622. Probably
Divided
more than those
by 5.
Five. Yeah, it's probably worth more than those cards are worth, but
124.4.
All right. 124 apiece.
okay.
Do we add our? Yeah, we add our percentage bonus to that, right?
Yeah.
yes, if you have a bonus, you can add it to that.
136. Cool.
1,700 to go.
Do we round it off?
Hey, no, you don't round.
All
All
right.
right.
Cool.
And that is the first original actual D&D dungeon I've written in 40 something years.
Well,
Oh.
good night to anyone listening in YouTube land.
Nice. All
Yeah,
right.
thanks-
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for being in YouTube land.
Good idea.